Coach, a nice start out of the gate for the second half. Just your thoughts overall?
Well, it's game 46, Tim, so that's second half. Right? We're already on the way there. So, no, it was good. You know what? The coming out of the All-Star break was a tough game. The game going in and the game coming out, you don't know what you're going to get. But we were a little bit loose in the first. We had a lot of turnovers at their blue line and our blue line, and I thought the game both ways was kind of sloppy, but we got the first goal. Then we had a great track on the second goal with Morrison to Ferks and Fagnani in the backside. And then we had some big penalty kills at key moments of the game that kind of kept the game at 2-0, 3-0. And then we found our way to get the 4-0. And then they got one late on us. But I thought our guys played, as the game went along, we got better.
You look at a line, you had Rakoff, Lashko together on a line, and those guys,
Chelsea.
You're starting to see them kind of hit the score sheet a little bit more and more, grow right in front of us. Just your thoughts on those guys?
Yeah, you're 100% right. You know, I think they've been together now the last 1, 2, 3, since Oscar's gone up. Would have been last Wednesday, so four games together. And, you know, you're starting to see them grow a little bit, have some confidence. And the other thing is to have some trust, like putting them in situations where they can succeed, like D-zone face-offs or matching up maybe against their second line at certain times during the game. And that's what it's all about. Sometimes you just got to let them go play. If they get scored on, they get scored on. It's just the way it is. But they came up with some big goals tonight and had some good OZP. They got stuck in their zone once, but at the end of the day, that's all part of the development for these kids.
Coach, nice one. Great way to come out of the All-Star break. Speaking of personnel, on the defensive end, we saw some faces we haven't seen for quite some time. Is that due to injuries or decisions or?
Yeah, we're a little banged up right now in the back end there. We, Uzi's done a good job coming up, and Chuck's been in our lineup for a couple games, and we had to utilize both those guys tonight. They did a fine job. Both guys obviously played in the American Hockey League. They're not rookies, so it just allows us to have some depth. And we're kind of taking a few players from KC right now, but the depth players that we have signed have done a great job coming up and playing for us. And Chucky and Uzi did a great job tonight.
Yeah. You referenced Oscar. He's got a fun one tomorrow against Team USA, a little afternoon.
Yep.
Are you going to watch that game? And if so, what do you hope to see from Oscar against Team USA?
Well, you know what? It just goes to show you that Oscar can play with those NHL caliber players. And, what he's doing over there, he scored the other night. He's playing some big minutes, important minutes. And I can't wait to see him when he comes back, because he's going to be a much better player playing in that environment, in that situation, and that pressure situation. And obviously, we're excited for him to represent the Firebirds over there, and obviously the Seattle Kraken. But we're looking forward to see what he does going forward in the rest of the games.
Coach, a lot of people look at the 6 goals and look at how well you guys played offensively with six different goal scorers. But I thought, again, another solid defensive effort, which has really improved this last stretch, this last 14, 15 games. What can you say about the way you guys are playing defensively?
It's growth. There's going to be peaks and valleys in our game with the growth with the defensive side, just because we're so young and players coming and going in our lineup. But guys are starting to figure out, if you defend hard and get the puck back, you're going to get rewarded. Our biggest challenge is when they do get rewarded, they get the puck through the neutral zone, creating turnovers at their blue line, and now we've got to come back 200 feet. So we started to do a better job of that, probably after Christmas, but you can see it still creeps into our game. That's probably the one thing for a coach, is the turnovers. And when we do that, we don't have to defend as long, and then we don't have the defensive numbers that we don't want. So.
Coach, a good night for a bunch of your lines. What you think of playing the forwards?
I thought the forwards were, as the game got, I was just telling the rest of the guys here, after the first period, we talked about the turnovers. I went in the dressing room and said, hey, what do you think I'm going to talk about, guys? And they all went turnovers. So they know it's just getting them to play the right way. They played the right way in the second period. I thought Tucson had a little bit of a push the first 10, and then after that, the 10-minute mark, I thought we started to take the game over at 3-0, 4-0, and then I really loved the push from our guys in the third period. When we made plays, we made them count. You look at Eddie Shawley's goal, bar down, short side bar down, that's an NHL shot, and he's really been shooting the puck well in practice, and you're starting to see Lashko grow a little bit. He's going to make mistakes, but you're seeing him grow with some confidence and cutbacks and hanging on the pucks. And and obviously Mo's line's been great for us with Yanni, and you're starting to see that line really come together. So, and I've got the shutdown line with Stevens, Hayden, and Roeder. I thought they did an excellent job tonight. And then our fourth line, they just went out and created energy. So I really liked their whole group tonight as the game wore on.
One last one for me. Ferk on the PK. I know you've been playing
Yeah.
him there, but must like what he's doing.
Well, it's kind of been a group effort. Our PK was struggling a little bit, and as coaching staff, we sat down, we just said, we got to do something different. So we, we're going to get scored on at certain times, but we got to try some different guys, and Ferk's been awesome. Like, he's just that offensive mind, reading the play offensively to help incorporate some defensive moments. He's done a great job. He's got a sneaky good stick, and we're trying to utilize that a little bit. And it's obviously something for him. If he's going to play at the next level, he's got to find another skill set to allow him to get in the lineup. And if we can develop another penalty killer for him, so be it. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you guys Sunday. Yeah.
I know, I just need the approval to get out. Dennis is a good guy. Good win, guys. Victor, we'll start with you. Just what you were seeing. Thought defensively, team played really tight. It was a good game overall and generated the offense pushing forward. But what was your vantage point?
Yeah, no, I thought we played great. Obviously, after a break, you don't really know what to expect, but guys played real well. In front of the net, we were boxing out and blocking shots, so the guys were really good in front of me, and obviously offensively too. We scored 6 goals, and guys were really good up front, so it was a good game.
Position-wise, just from our vantage point of the west side of the building, just you seem to always be in the right position. How much of that is being in the right position, or just the puck finding you where you're standing? But I thought overall you looked pretty good tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I always try to make it easy for myself and be in the right position, and if I am, the puck is more likely to hit me, and I thought it did today. I had a couple where I didn't see it all the way, but I was in good position and it just kind of hit me. So yeah, it's obviously something every goalie wants. So.
Logan, for you, you're 24th of the year, and we've mentioned at the beginning of the year just how important it was going to be for you to carry some of the offense at times, and you've done just that. Just your thoughts and your overall game here.
Yeah, I think just coming off the break there, I think our first period as a team, it was a little sloppy, probably more turnovers than we'd like, but I think you could tell the second and third as we got our legs and our brains back into it, we kind of rolled them over, and I love the way we played those 2 periods, and then as you saw in the third, the floodgates kind of opened for us there, so yeah, it was a really good win.
Where's that healthy balance between, because athletes are creature of habit, that break is probably good at some point, but you're also ready to get back into it?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to get some time off and reset the minds for sure. You need a mental break every now and then from the game, but yeah, like you said, you want to get back into it when you're off for 4 days. You're kind of itching to get back and do what you love. So yeah, it was great to get back into it. Good practice yesterday and good win today.
Yeah, I'll ask in a not dissimilar vein, Logan. You never know, as Victor just said, coming out of the break, is it going to be rust, or a guy's going to look a little out of place, or a guy's going to look sluggish? You made Tucson look a little sluggish tonight. That was a great 6-1 win. But when did it give you confidence that, yeah, boys were going to come out and keep up what you did on the road trip, winning 3 of 4, and kind of stay with that high level of play?
Yeah, I just think kind of like you said, building off those 2 wins in Henderson is huge. Obviously, there's a bit of a gap in between games, but I still think we kind of built off those 2 games. And like Tim mentioned, played great defensively. I thought didn't give them many chances, but when they did it, Vic was great in net. So it's a pretty good recipe for a win. So yeah, we like where we're going, but got to do it again Sunday.
Yeah, my question is for Victor. You guys are allowing fewer goals per game than you were earlier in the season. It's quite a nice little improvement you guys have had. What do you like about the way you guys are defending as opposed to maybe earlier in the season?
Yeah, we've been defending a lot better, and makes my job a lot easier. And I just think the number of high danger chances have gone down drastically, and shots from the slot. Guys are doing a better job at the net fronts and letting me see the puck and eating pucks too and blocking shots. So. And I also think we've been better with the puck. We don't turn it over as much, and around the blue lines and breaking the puck out, we seem to play better with the puck too, and that obviously helps. So.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
a nice 3-point game for you tonight. Just your overall thoughts and feelings on the game tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. Like I was saying before, we just had to keep it simple, but at the same time work hard. And yeah, if you win battles, little details, it's gonna pay off.
Coach was complimentary of your line with Carson and Eddie tonight. Just you're starting to see the score sheet a little bit more. You talked about your confidence, but you know, I think coach and players in this league, they always say Christmas is that bar of when things start to turn the corner. Just would you agree? And you're growing more confident each game.
I guess, yeah, like it's hard from the start. With time, you get more comfortable when you like feel comfortable with your guys, teammates, feel comfortable around them. Then for sure it helps on the ice too. Like you feel more confident, and yeah, it's gonna work.
That's it. Easy.
Yeah. All right.
Good job. See you Sunday.